Hi, this is Ramu, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In last class, we have seen object-oriented features like abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Right? And today, we are going to apply all the features in a given example. Right? First, let us see what is the example. This is the example for the object-oriented design class diagram. If you observe here, employee is a class, base class for all the classes. Here, if you consider the employee class, employee contains two variables. The first one is the name and second one is the hiring here. See, here plus and minus symbols are there. What is the meaning of plus and minus means? See, a variable name with plus is called public variable. A variable name with minus is called private variable. This is a public, right? And this is a private. You know already. Public means we can access from anywhere. Private means we can access only within the class. That is the purpose of the private and public. If you observe that name class, name variable is a public and hiring year is a private variable. Right? And coming to the monthly pay and annual pay. See, these two are the abstract methods. Right? No need to implement here. So only the implementation is possible in the subclasses. Right? And coming to here, again, it is divided into two classes. One is the salaried employees and coming to the hourly employee. Means employees categorized in specialized. Employee is a generalized class. Now we are going to specialized. From that, salaried employees and hourly employee. In the salaried employees, we have the salaried employee means they have an annual salary. Right? It is a minus means it is a private. Again, it is a private variable. It is a private variable. And you need to implement the method that is called as a monthly pay. You need to implement the monthly pay. Coming to the hourly employee. Hourly employee, again you have two variables. This is the first one is the hours. I means how many number of hours per week you are going to work, as well as what is the hourly wages, means each hour how much you are going to pay. These are the two variables. Again, hourly pay is a private, right? And hourly wages amount is comes under the public. Right? Here you are going to implement the method is monthly pay. What is a monthly pay? Right? Again, from salaried employee, again they are going to more specialized. What is that? Manager and staff. For the manager, you need to implement the annual pay. Right? And staff is also you want to implement the annual pay. Coming to the hourly employee, annual pay and annual pay. So, hourly employee, again they are going to into two parts. What is that? Full-time employees and part-time employees. This is the whole class diagram. Today, we are going to implement this class diagram into the program by using all the features like encapsulation, polymorphism, right, inheritance, and abstraction. So, all the features we applied here. See, first, what is a base class? Before going to that, first we need to implement the abstraction, right? ABC. Import ABC, right? And class name is employee, right? Employee. So it should implement the ABC. What are the variables are available here? Employee, right? Employee. So name and hiring here. Name and hiring here. These two are the variables of the class, right? So you simply use C underscore name. Why? So here name is a public variable and coming to the hiring year is a private variable, right? So name. So by default you can take any name. So empty, right? Next, hiring here. Hiring here equal to, so you can take empty. So 2000. So whatever mean by default, you just take the by default. Coming to the here, see hiring here is a private variable. If it is a private variable, you should mention with the double underscore, right? Double underscore. And after that, we have two methods. What is that? Monthly pay and annual pay. Both are the abstract methods. Abstract method means there is no implementation. You have to implement for particular method in the subclasses. Right? That is the indication. Further, so def of monthly pay, right? So I'm going to take MP of self. So if it is a abstract method, you should use a pass, right? Coming to the annual pay, AP, right? Self. This is also pass, right? This is the first base class. See, this is the employee class. This is the employee class. Name is a public and hiring year is a private, as well as monthly pay and annual pay. Both are the abstract methods. Next, what is my task? I want to implement the salaried employee. Salaried employee. So salaried employee is a subclass of employee class. Class of so salaried employee, right? S underscore M, right? And employee. Now, what are the variables are available here? So annual salary, that is also, what is the variable? Annual salary is also private. So private means should take that is underscore with annual salary is equal to 0, right? And what are the methods you need to implement here? Monthly pay. Monthly pay you need to implement here. See, monthly pay. Already you wrote that def of monthly pay, right? But it is a abstract method. Now you need to implement that one. Print of. So S underscore MP. MP. Right? Salary. That's all. Next, coming to the hourly employee. So H employee, and if you observe here, how many variables are there? 2 variables. What are those? Hours per week as well as hourly wages. Hours per week equal to 0 and hourly hour rate equal to 0. So if you observe here, see, hourly per week is a private variable and hourly wages means this rate is public, right? The first one is the private and second one is the public. Remember one thing, if it is a private, you should use double underscore before that variable, right? And this is from hourly employee salary, right? And see here, this is the abstraction, and this is the inheritance, and this is the polymorphism, right? Here is there, and this is the polymorphism, right? And entire class is called as a encapsulation. Have you observed the 4 features? Again I am going to repeat. See, this one is the encapsulation, right? And here MP is there, right? And this one MP you developed, right? So these two comes under the method overriding. Method overriding is a polymorphism, right? And hiding of information is called as abstraction, right? Entire class is called as a polymorphism, right? Is this clear? Next, manager and staff. These are two are derived class of salaried employee, right? Class of staff, right? It is derived from salaried employee. Salaried employee. You just implement the method. What is the method? Is there annual salary, right? So annual salary, print of staff annual salary, right? And as well as You need to implement one more method. It is implemented from the salaried employee. And manager, right? This is the manager. Manager, right? So just the given diagram, I'm going to convert the given diagram, class diagram, into the code. This is called as a reverse engineering in the software terms. When you convert your diagram into code, it's called as a reverse software engineering, right? And we need to implement two more classes. What are those? Full-time employee and part-time employee. These two are inherited from hourly employee class. Hourly employee class. See, this is the way you are going to hourly employee, right? HE. So it is from hourly employee. Hourly employee. So full-time employee. Sorry, here you need to use full-time, right? It is a full-time employee and full-time employee annual salary. Based on the situation, we're going to implement all these kinds of structure. See, this is the entire code for the given diagram. If you observe here, all four features are available. What are those? Polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, and inheritance. I applied four features. Observe carefully. This is the diagram. This is the given diagram. I just converted the diagram into the code. This is called as a reverse engineering. Code to diagram is called as a forward engineering. Right? And just create an object for the particular class. For example, part-time. P equal to PT. Right? P dot AP. Let us see. So part-time employee annual salary, annual pay, whatever it may be. Right? Is this clear? And if you access name, right? Name. For example, if you take IARE name, print of P dot name. See, it retrieved IRE, right? But for example, if you retrieve value, what is that? HY, right? Hiring year, right? 2000. Hiring year 2000. If you apply HYC, what it will show? It is an error. The reason is HY is a private variable. You don't have a permission to access the particular variables. Right? Is this clear? This is the way we're going to convert a given class diagram into the code in a Python. Just try to with the various example. Right? If you have any doubts, you just comment on the video. Definitely I'll help you in this regard. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.